And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Go.
Rodgers now to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. On first down, Smith. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
12. Hey, back up.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, back up.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's go. 15. Hey, we got 3 down. Great 15. 47 to fight. Run. Legs.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. It's the first NFL touchdown for LSU's Darius Geis. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The throw, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Let's go, come on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Good job there by Norman to break up the dig route.
And so many things happen with that route that's usually in conjunction with it. It's usually a combo route designed to entice people to go deeper, to find the receivers going behind the dig route. Norman didn't let that happen, kept his focus in the right place, and made a nice play on the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 15. 12. 15. Lock. 27, Mike.
On 1st down, it's Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, back up.
From the 50, it's Smith. And an alley to run. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Settle down. Liz. Yellow. Hey, back up.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Regular. Good, Liz. Orange. Hey, back up.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Mike Daniels busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, back up. Hey, slot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Pull down. Get line, 80. Orange. Hey, back up. Hey, on.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Smith on 1st down. He'll check it down with Geis, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
15.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
15.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
We are going.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They don't want it. Keep playing. That's fine. Yeah.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Get reset. Hey, easy. 319.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Come on.
Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Rodgers now on first down. Dancing to his left. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, back up. Hey, slot.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch 80. No, right. Ready? Line 80. Regular.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Ready. Line 80. Hey, back up.
Smith on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith, he sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Hey, back up.
Now Smith to throw on 3rd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Hey, on. Four down. Alert. What's the end? 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Double. Kill. Turn left. Kill. Hey, back up.
Here's Smith looking to throw on second down. Going for the deep ball. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. K.D. Cannon as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's go, come on.
He'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's got some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. So out now come the Redskins. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, back up.
Smith to throw on second down. Off to Geis on the screen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Tiger. Hey, back up.
From the gun on third down, Smith looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here. Packers now, they get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Forced out to his left. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's hard to believe when we look at the numbers that our statistician Marvin has given us about Aaron Rodgers today, that he's been held to this few. That's not normal for him.
And that explains the scoreboard, doesn't it?
It really does. As he goes, so goes his team, and he is just absolutely scintillating, but it's still not over for him yet.
319!
Rodgers now on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Go. Hey, 626. Hey, 626.
Rodgers to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
258.
And again, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
26. Zoom.
Rodgers now on third and goal. The quick slant caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On first down, it's Smith. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Hey, gun.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, back up.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
36. Take four. Hey, gun. Mike's 47. Coming 47.
Now Smith. First by him near the 35. It's brought in by Dodson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the third quarter. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, back up.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
12.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, on.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. The Redskins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Back up. Let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
3rd down. Here's Geis. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, check 26. Jump out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing is Smith. That escapes the sack. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Second and 10, Smith again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
It's hauled in by Doxson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, back up.
To throw on second down is Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Let's go, 15. Let's go, 15. Hey, slot. Play left.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Double. Hey, back up.
On second down, here's Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And that one results in 35 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The first NFL pick for Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On first down, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Rodgers now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Rodgers will try again on second down. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw on 3rd and goal.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.